Welcome to my channel Digital Challenge Academy with Rimanshu.
All right, so you're ready to move beyond just writing documents, right? You want to start mastering data? Well, you're in the right place. Today we're jumping into LibreOffice Calc, the really powerful spreadsheet tool that's going to help you organize, calculate, and analyze information like an absolute pro. Let's dive right in. So I'm guessing you've probably spent a good amount of time in LibreOffice Writer. We've all gotten pretty good at handling words, creating documents, that sort of thing. But now we're going to make a little pivot. We're going to take that same confidence and apply it to a whole new world, the world of data inside Calc.
So, our first section is all about that shift, from words to numbers. See, while Writer is your go-to for text, Calc is built from the ground up for numbers, for statistics. It's a completely different playground, and that's exactly what we're going to explore first.
And hey, if you're studying for your exams, especially something like the O levels, you're going to want to listen up. Calc's formulas and stats, yeah, they're a huge deal. So getting these fundamentals down pat today, that's absolutely the first step to acing it.
All right, let's look at the anatomy of the grid. At its heart, a spreadsheet is really just a gigantic grid. Think of it like a massive sheet of digital graph paper. We're going to break down exactly how it all works.
So the most basic, fundamental piece of this whole puzzle is the cell. You see all these little boxes? Each one is a cell. It's simply where a vertical column and a horizontal row meet up. This is the basic building block where all of your data is going to live.
Now let's talk about just how massive this grid really is. And get ready for this because it's kind of mind-blowing. In just one single calc sheet, you have over 1 million rows. Yeah, you heard that right. 1 million rows. That's a ridiculous amount of space for, well, pretty much anything you could think of.
And if you look across horizontally, you've got over 1,000 columns. So, think about that. When you multiply those million-plus rows by the 1,000-plus columns, you are literally working with over 1 billion individual cells in just one sheet. The potential here is it's enormous.
Okay, so with over 1 billion cells, how on earth does Calc keep track of everything? Well, it's actually pretty clever. Just like your house has a street address, every single one of those billion cells has its own unique address. And understanding this is absolutely critical for when we get to the fun stuff, formulas.
And finding that address couldn't be easier. Seriously, you just look up to find the column letter, let's say it's C, and then you look to the side for the row number, say row 3. You just smush them together, and voila, the address is C3. It's that simple, that logical.
Now the software itself helps you keep track of this. If you look up in the top left corner, you'll see something called the name box. That little box will always show you the address of the cell you've currently clicked on. And right next to it is the input line. That's where you'll be typing all your data and, you guessed it, all your formulas.
Okay, you've got your data in there, now what? You've got to save your work, right? So let's talk about saving your spreadsheet. The process is going to feel really familiar if you've used Writer, but there is one key difference you need to know about.
And that key difference is the file extension. You know how Writer files end in .odt for Open Document Text? While Calc files use .ods. That stands for Open Document Spreadsheet. It's a really simple way to tell your text files from your number files.
Another super useful thing to know is that a single ODS file can hold more than one spreadsheet. We call these sheets. By default, you start with one, but you can add a whole bunch more. Just look for that little plus icon down at the bottom. It's perfect for keeping related data organized but separate, all in one file.
Okay, that pretty much covers the basic layout of Calc. We've toured the whole grid. Now, to make sure all of this really sinks in, I've got a little challenge for you.
Here's your homework. I want you to find the keyboard shortcut that instantly zips you back to the very first cell, A1. It doesn't matter if you're lost way down in row 500,000. This shortcut will get you home. It is a huge time saver, so see if you can find it.
So, there you have it. You now know the map of LibreOffice Calc. You understand the layout, the addresses, how to get around. The only question left is, now that you know the map, are you ready to do the math? Make sure you join us for the next explainer, where we'll actually start plugging in data and building our very first formulas. It's going to be great.